Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the training. My name is JC Rangel, and it is my pleasure to share with you this powerful training that is a part of our system, which is the 7 absolutes. We literally just finished the 8-point system, and the 8-point system, just so you guys know, is a part of the system, which is the daily method of operation. It's a point system, 8 points you should generate on a daily basis, and what those activities are and how much of those activities you should do. You know, at Team VIP, what our goal is to show people how to be successful, not only how to do, but how much of it to do. The 7 absolutes is a training that goes hand in hand, and that's why it's called the 7 absolutes. They're absolute things that you must do to be successful in this business. Okay? And thanks to this information, ladies and gentlemen, I've been able to create a 6 and even a 7-figure income inside of a year, build teams of upwards of 50,000 distributors. So this stuff absolutely works. You just have to put your faith in it and be relentless and be system driven at all times, and the system is already laid out for you. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get into the first of the 7 absolutes, which is attend fast start training within your first 24 hours. As soon as you sign up a new distributor, you got to get them to fast start training, whether it be a live event or it be with a fast start booklet, or you simply sit down with them and show them how to make their whys, what they're willing to give up, how to make their list, how to contact the list, how to edify, how to set appointments. Ladies and gentlemen, on this video, on this YouTube video, there will be a link to a basic training. It's 2 videos. Make sure that you look at that. So it is all part of the system. You let the tools do the heavy lifting for you. You see, I'm probably not the person that invited you to the business, yet I'm the person training you. So the person that invited you to the business is getting you trained by somebody with more experience than they do. Okay, that's a part of the system. You're letting the tools do the heavy lifting for you. This message says the same thing over and over. So you want to make sure that the first one is you attend with every new distributor fast start training within 24 hours. And you want to make sure that you also duplicate this with every single one of your new brand partners. Remember, a highly trained team equals a highly paid team. Okay. Number 2, attend every event, training, and conference calls. We talk about 2 to 3 events per week if you're part-time, and you should be doing 4 to 10 3-way calls per week if you are part-time as well. The reason why we talk about 2 to 3 events per week, there should be a weekly training and there should be a weekly home meeting or opportunity night meeting, whether it be at a hotel, at a conference room, at an office, whatever the case is. Trainings and opportunity nights, you don't miss for no reason. I let people know. The only reason why you should miss any of these events, guest or no guest, team or no team, is if you got to go to a funeral and it is your funeral. So needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, there's no reason to not show up. The reality is that this is a team effort. This is a team business. So what happens is this. If you don't got a guest, okay, the meeting needs you. And if you got a guest, you need the meeting. You see, if you don't got a guest, there's people at the event, whether they're downline, sideline, crossline, whatever the case may be, that need more people, more bodies there. So you want to show up and be a good team player, show up, dress sharp, have a great attitude, edify the people. If I've got John and John is a buddy sideline or crossline and he's got a guest, I'm going to go introduce myself to the guest. I'm going to let the guest know, you know what, you're working with a great person. John is a tremendous leader. You are in great hands. Guess what? Because next week, the roles might be reversed and John is going to support me. The way that we're going to be successful, ladies and gentlemen, is by working as a team. None of us is stronger than all of us. So we want to make sure that we work as a team and we show up to these events minimum 2 to 3 events per week. And that's if you're part-time. Get everyone from your team to these events every single week. Okay. And remember, there's a 52-week commitment. Okay. For those who want maximum results. Number 3, you want to be doing 4 to 6 presentations per week. You should be showing the plan 4 to 6 times per week. What do I mean by that? Ladies and gentlemen, in addition to the opportunity nights and the trainings, you should be showing the plan, whether it be at a Starbucks, at a Panera Bread, at a restaurant, at somebody's home. You should be showing the plan 4 to 6 times per week. See, it's not about the times that you show the business. It's about the duplication that happens because you're doing this. You see, what about when you got 10 people showing the plan 4 to 6 times a week? That means that in your organization, there is 40 to 60 presentations happening a week, in addition to the opportunity nights. In your group, how would you like to have 40 to 60 presentations going on in your group? That'd be awesome. And if you could get to the point where you're doing 4 to 6, you could get to a point where your team is doing 40 to 60. And if you could get to 40 to 60, you could get to 400 to 600. See the power from that? And then all of these presentations drive volume to the opportunity night. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a system. It is created a long time ago by very successful people. All you've got to do is duplicate it. You don't have to fully understand everything. You just got to be coachable. A lot of times, a lot of the things that we as the leaders in the uplines tell people to do, you're not going to really see how it makes so much sense. Doesn't matter. Everything is not supposed to make sense right away. Have the faith, follow the system, and those that do will reap the benefits. If you have your upline do the presentations for you, guess what? That also counts as one of your 4 to 6. So if I do a presentation for you, that counts as one of your 4 to 6, and it also counts as one of my 4 to 6. And you should be doing 2 to 5 presentations per day if you are full-time. Now let's go to number 4. 2 contacts per day if you're part-time. How hard is it to get 2 contacts per day, to make 2 contacts per day? Whether it be people you know, people you don't know, whether it be on Facebook, on Instagram, whether it be in person. They said that the average person exchanges money 4 to 6 times per day. Whether they're buying lunch, buying a coffee, pumping gas, or picking up their dry cleaner, whatever the case is. Guess what? Prospect the person that you're handing the money to. If you're handing money to somebody, you should also be handing a business card. You should ask them questions. How do you like working here? Okay, do you keep your income options open? I'm expanding. I'm a part of the national expansion for my company. We're actually looking for a couple of sharp folks in the area. Okay, so make sure that you are doing 2 contacts per day. People you know and people you don't know. Okay, and you should be doing 4 to 6 contacts per day if you are full-time. And ladies and gentlemen, these are minimums. This is the bare minimum that you should be doing. Number 7, you want to make sure that you're focused on personal development. 10 pages of a good book a day or 30 minutes of a good audio per day. You see, the average book has 300 pages. If you're doing 10 pages per day, that's about a book a month. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine if you read books like Think and Grow Rich, like The Science of Getting Rich, like Rich Dad Poor Dad, like Go Pro by Eric Worre, Building an Empire by Brian Carruthers. Imagine if you were reading a book like that a month. There's no way you're not going to improve as a person. And Jim Rohn says that seldomly will your income exceed your personal development. Leaders are readers. You want to make sure that you increase your personal development, and what you're going to do is you're going to start attracting people that are looking for you now because of the person that you become. Okay, it says here that success is something you attract by the person you become. That is a quote by Jim Rohn. You should be doing 10 pages of a good book a day or 30 minutes of a good audio per day. This is also one of the 8-point system that generates you a point by doing it. Okay. And then number 6, you want to make sure that you have a workout/accountability partner. This is someone who keeps you accountable. This is somebody who makes sure that you're following the 7 absolutes. This is somebody who makes sure that you're showing up to the events, that you're generating your 8 points minimum daily. If this person is not serious, you got to replace them. So you got to find a workout accountability partner that is serious about their goals like you are serious about your goals, or even more so. Now, this person doesn't have to be in your upline. They don't have to be in your sideline or downline. They can be anywhere. It can be your upline, downline, sideline, crossline. Doesn't matter. If you find somebody that is seriously building their business, sometimes we need that. When you go to the gym with a workout partner, you tend to do more reps. You tend to lift heavier. Why? Because that person is there to push you. You need the same thing for this business. Find a workout partner. Sometimes some people have more than one workout partner. They have 2 or 3 workout partners. It just depends on the person. But here's what I let people know. If your workout partner isn't up to par, isn't as serious as you thought they were, you got to let them know and let them go. You got to let them know that you don't see them as serious as you thought they were, and you're serious about your business, and you got to let them go and replace them for somebody else. Because this is your business. You are responsible for your business. And who you hang out with has a lot to do with the success that you're going to see in this business. So you want to make sure you get a good workout partner/accountability partner. Ladies and gentlemen, number 7 of the 7 absolutes is be here a year from now. The fact of the matter is that you are going to have ups and downs just like any other business and any other part of your life. That is going to be the case here as well. But guess what? You got to stay here for a minimum of 52 weeks. Okay? And follow the other 6 steps. You gotta see, here's the deal. My first 6 months in the business, in the industry, I made $60 my first 6 months. What if I would have quit? But somebody told me you got to be here a year from now minimum and follow the business. So after 6 months, I wasn't following the system, but I was still there. Then I said, what if I follow the system? When I started following the system, I started making a couple $100 a week. Then I started making a couple $1,000 a month. Then I started making a couple $1,000 per week, and then the rest is history. But you got to follow the system. You got to put your head down for 1 year. Be very, very focused and go. I let people know. You put your head down for a year and you go all out massive action. After 1 year, you'll need some binoculars to look back at where you used to be. Make sure that you make a commitment. If you opened up a restaurant or traditional business and you spent $50,000 to $250,000, would you give it 2 months? Would you give it 4 weeks? Would you give it 6 months? No. You'd go until, and you'd show up every day. This is $1 million business. Make sure you treat it like one. It says here that the dictionary is the only place where success comes before work. So in this year that you're going to dedicate to the business, make sure that you are putting some serious work into the business. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the training for the 7 Absolutes. My name is JC Rangel. I'll see you guys at the top or from the top. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure everybody in your group is seeing this video for the 7 Absolutes and the 8-point system. And make sure not only are they seeing it, but they are applying it. Make sure that they're taking notes. Be the leader. Stop looking for the leader. Be the leader. Follow the system. And this is what you need to make a 6- and 7-figure income in your business. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.